Hello, my name is Robin Henderson. I'm Interim Chief for the Austin Police Department, and I'm joined by members of the Austin Police Department executive staff, Chris Coppola with City Legal, and Gail McCant, Director of the Office of Police Oversight. I want to start by saying this investigation is in its early stages, and all of this information is preliminary. The information as we know it now may change as the investigation progresses. However, I will review a timeline of the events as we know them now. On Tuesday, May 21st, 2024, at approximately 12:36 p.m., Austin Police Department officers spotted a reported stolen vehicle in the 8000 block of Salt Springs Drive. The vehicle pulled into a gas station near the intersection of Salt Springs Drive and Thaxton Drive, and the suspect and only occupant of the reported stolen vehicle entered the gas station store. As officers entered the store to make contact with the suspect, they observed the suspect had a gun and gave the suspect commands to drop the gun. When the suspect did not comply, officers backed out of the store and initiated a SWAT response as the suspect was armed and barricaded inside of the store. When officers spoke with one employee who fled from the store, officers confirmed that there was another employee trapped inside of the store in a locked office. As other resources continued to respond to the scene, officers observed the suspect pacing inside the store with a gun in his hand. Officers also observed the suspect pouring lighter fluid on the counter and hearing him make suicidal threats. As soon as feasible, APD hostage negotiators who are CIT trained made contact with the suspect. Negotiators urged the suspect to come out of the store peacefully. At various times during these discussions, the suspect refused to comply, threatened violence towards the officers, and confirmed he knew there was another person inside the store. In addition to APD, the Travis County Sheriff's Office, the Austin Fire Department, and Austin Travis County EMS responded with personnel and equipment as this incident lasted for several hours. At several points during the incident, the suspect fired his gun at officers. Officers observed the suspect continuing to pour lighter fluid all over the inside of the store with a lighter in his hand. Officers considered whether alternative routes were available to evacuate the employee still inside the store, but determined that the employee was trapped and had no way to get out safely. During the incident, APD officers fired pepper ball rounds into the store and at the suspect in an attempt to gain compliance. The suspect continued to fail to comply with the officers' commands to drop the gun and leave the store. At approximately 4:49 p.m., officers observed the suspect with the gun still in hand, making an improvised incendiary device by pouring lighter fluid into a container with a rag. Officers determined the suspect's incendiary device, especially if used in the area where the suspect had poured the lighter fluid, posed an imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury to the employee still trapped inside the store. At approximately 4:50 p.m., an officer discharged his firearm and struck the suspect. Immediately thereafter, officers extracted the uninjured employee from the store, and officers secured the suspect and medical aid was rendered. The suspect was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. No officers or other members of the public were injured during this incident. This incident was captured on multiple APD cameras, including body-worn camera video and unmanned aerial video. Per APD policy, APD video related to this incident will be released within 10 working days. Per APD protocol, the officer that discharged his weapon will be placed on administrative duty, and the officer that discharged his firearm has 16 years of service with the Austin Police Department. APD will conduct 2 concurrent investigations into the officer's involvement in the shooting, including a criminal investigation conducted by the Austin Police Department Special Investigations Unit in conjunction with the Travis County District Attorney's Office, and an administrative investigation conducted by the APD Internal Affairs Unit with oversight from the Office of Police Oversight. As we learn more details, we will share them with you. We ask that anyone with information is encouraged to call APD Special Investigations Unit at 512-974-6840 or Capital Area Crime Stoppers at 512-472-8477. For the Capital Area Crime Stoppers submission, you may submit a tip online at austincrimestoppers.org, and you may remain anonymous. Again, this investigation is in its early stages and all information is preliminary. However, I will take a couple of questions.
Was the suspect known to APD at all, or any criminal history that was obvious?
There is no indication that at this time that the suspect was known to APD.
How were you able to remove the hostage from the office in the store?
Those details, sir, I do not have.
For clarity purposes, an improvised incendiary device, Molotov cocktail, is that a similar term we can use?
That would be a similar term. Yes, ma'am.
Last
Okay.
question.
I was just wondering, was the family notified about the person that passed away? Just because we had a situation here where they were yelling at the officer saying, "We don't know, I need to know if they're alive or not," but you had already confirmed on APD that there was a death, so how did that go about?
I'm not sure on the timeline of notifications. Thank you.